Yeah, and he was just asking about vans and pickups because he wanted to hear a car salesman's perspective.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Yeah, man. So when it comes to vans, this is kind of like the position on the work vans. The Sprinter van's resale value is so impressive. It has that Toyota Tacoma thing going on, at least over here in the States. A 4x4 Sprinter van is like a G-Wagon. You can't even get one. Like, they're waiting lists for 4x4 Mercedes vans. If you can ever buy one for sticker on 2 under sticker, buy it right away. And I'd rather just see you buy it new because the used is so hard to buy. Let's just say the van is like $58,000, $65,000. That's how much they are. They're expensive. They're going to be worth $45,000 with 100,000 miles on them. Like they retail for they don't depreciate, and you really just don't want to own those things on the back half of the lifeline of that truck. You know what I mean? If you put 300,000 miles on these things, Amazon specifically, how do I know Amazon is buying them and using them? You think they don't know? Why they would have bought Fords, and I know they're doing the Rivian contract, but that's going to take a while. In the meantime, they bought Sprinter vans. So that's just the play. I don't want to suggest for you to spend 58 grand, but if I'm watching someone spend 58 grand and get 45 of it back, as opposed to someone who spends 42 to 44 grand, has a smaller van with the Ford, but that's the second best one, and then the resale's not really there as much, even though they're all on short supply, to be honest with you, because the tradespeople around here in my region are working their ass and they're making money, so they're buying vans. Vans have been particularly well to contractors over the past 10 years, and that's the first time vans have been good in a long time. That's why everybody ran trucks and trailers for so long. So currently a high boy Sprinter is the kind of the cat's ass right now. So that's what we should be looking for as far as any of you guys that want to run a business. Those Sprinters, even though they're a pain in the ass to drive, one of my buddies loves driving. The seat's pretty comfortable in the Mercedes. They drive like a car. But that's kind of the take, as opposed to fuck up your personal truck or trying to run or you can run an enclosed trailer. But yeah, totally, that's kind of everything, man. And it's a big billboard too. A van. You pull up in a Sprinter van, the job's looking good right off the rip. You got free equity, and you look like a real person.
Okay, Thank you very much, Nick. I found a 2019 57K mile Sprinter for $20K. Yeah. Should I just bite the bullet and buy it, or should I try something smaller like a Berlingo? My job and future has a carpenter.
If it's good,
billion-dollar company.
So you're buying a 19. If you find it for 20 grand, buy it. Is it as long as buy the tall one? I don't know if you have your lorry. No, you get the high. The larger van is the more desired. Ours don't. 57,000 miles for 20,000. That's a good deal. I'd buy that. That sounds like a pretty good deal. I have a friend, John Canning. If anyone needs a van guy, Sprinter. He's an old. I sold cars with him. He's my Sprinter friend. We go out and have beers, talk about the market. I was just talking about Sprinters a couple of days ago. So he sells more of them up here than anyone. And I don't know. 20 grand. Your payment will be $400 a month. $411 a month. Raw. Your payment would be like $1150 on a new one. Yeah, go for it if you can get it.
Leduth sent 25 pounds. Pounds. Thank you, man. Hey Nick. Hey Jet. I love sporty rotary engine cars, but I can't buy one at the moment. I'm a newish carpenter / joiner, and I need something that can carry power tools. What do you think I should get? A van or a pickup truck?
Pickup truck's probably the best. Pickup truck with an extended cab, Chevy Silverado would be the cheap. Or GMC. Get a GMC if you can. GMC Sierra. That's going to be your best bet. Highly used GMC Sierra, or a Toyota, obviously. A Toyota. A GMC 2500 Suburbans are really good for. They can take a full 4x8 sheet of plywood. So a lot of contractors use the 8-lugger 2500 Suburbans. I had one. Sometimes you can get them as ambulances. They run forever. Parts are $100. Plenty of parts available. You got 4 models. Remember with the Chevy and GMC stuff, you got 4 models using the same parts. You got the 1500 pickups. You got, Jesus Christ, sometimes you got the 2500 pickups, and you got you're using a lot of similar parts, engines, etc. So you got GMC and Chevy, Suburban, Yukon, 1500, 2500, 1550. So you got a lot of reoccurring. So parts are pretty cheap. I would go with that. Suburban is really, really a nice piece, and you can keep all your things inside, your tools safe, away from the rain and blocked off, so no one can gank them.
And you get an ambulance too, in case you take too much volume.
And then you can go play with your what is it? Suck bang bang. Is that what, I don't know what they call it. The rotary term.
Travis Smith sent $25. About to get a Dodge Challenger as a daily driver in Pennsylvania. Mistake? ?
Yeah. Yeah, those are rough pieces of property. I feel like those are gonna fall off, man. The Challenger as a daily. Most of those guys who want them don't want them with miles. I would rather see you get a Civic and just have a Challenger as a hobby car or something.
Get a Volkswagen. Get a 2014 Volkswagen Jetta.
Yeah, no, don't do that. You know my rule on Volkswagens: none ever.
Damn.
You know the rule, Chris.
I know.
We got to get rid of that. We got to smash that.
I got a good deal. I got it for like 9,000 in. I was 20K miles on it for like $9,000
Nice.
in 2017.
As good of a deal as this guy, this wine collector.
I don't know. We got Josiah Pohl. I drive a Beat 1981 300D. Any advice or stories from when you were driving the 240D?
Yeah. Yeah. Does yours have a vacuum leak? I used to have to shut the locks to turn it off. I had a Battleship Gray on Blue 300D, 240D, 300D. I think it was a 300D. It was an 84. It was nice. I really liked it. They're good. They're just nice pieces. I mean, hippie mobiles. I just got tired of smelling. They just smell. They stink. They all, I'm so over old cars, man. I hate them. But cool car. That's a particularly cool one. That was the best stuff. Those W123s, man. Whew. I bought one time for $1 at a Boston Mercedes dealership. It had a 497,000 miles on it, and I sold it for $1,000. Drove it home and everything. It was nuts. It was the craziest ride home. It was a coupe, 300D coupe, a 1981 or something, and I bought it for $1, which happens. Sometimes they say we'll give you $1 for it and we'll donate it, which is a real thing. But yeah, I've had a few of them. Never had a wagon. I always wanted a really mint wagon, but I've driven them. I've driven them like 75 miles an hour though. They move when they get going. It's really something special.
Travis Smith sends $25. Not a car guy, just want a coolish fast car. To a non-car guy, the Challenger at least looks cool. Any suggestions? 24K is my budget.
2014 Acura TL all-wheel drive. 300 horsepower, all-wheel drive, better resale value. No idiots buying it from you. You're not selling it to like Hank Hill when you go to sell it. Fast car. I mean, those are pretty quick. I mean, they're not slow by any means. Lexus GS. That's an all-wheel drive kind of coupe. Not coupe, sedan. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like those cars, man. I don't like Challenger, Charger, Mustang. I'm not playing that game. I'd like stuff that's gonna run. If it's a commuter car and if you're gonna crush miles, how many miles a year are you driving? That's probably if you're driving over 15,000 miles, it can't be domestic. Almost can't be. It has to be Lexus Acura. If you're going to be doing that, check out the Acura RLX, 2016, 2017, nice luxury car. A 3 Series Beamer if you really want to play silly games. Some of those 3 Series are pretty quick. You want a mint condition one that was well cared for. A C300's not bad if you want a luxury car, but their maintenance is a nightmare on them. Acura TSX wagon, super good resale value. Quick. Porsche Cayman, early first gen Porsche Cayman, maybe if you go sit in one, you're gonna be able to find one. I think 6, 7, 8 Porsche Cayman. Subaru BRZ, FR, Toyota FR.
Yeah. Red Eye Orb sent $20. Thanks, man. Love you, Nick. Should I sell my 2016 Impreza with 1.3K miles and get a WRX? Good shape.
Actually, yeah.
1.3. What's a brand new car? Brand new.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you still get decent money for the Impreza now, and the WRX are gonna start to cut production on, I think. And the new one, I heard like $6,000 of mods, and you have a 9-second quarter mile. Even though that new STI is ugly as shit, dial points, the car is fast as hell with like slight mods. I always like that about. I like a subtle car design. Like even though Subaru's interiors are junk, they're like 20-year-old. There's something really funny about being like the sleeper champ. That's what Acura lived as, the sleeper champ. Basically just slaughtering BMW and Mercedes the entire time. No one even knows it. And not now, but there was a time, and it was like notably better. It was crazy.
We got Shred, $25. Hey guys, love the content. I'm currently in a lease with a 22 Camaro LT1. Since they're going to stop making them, is it worth keeping after, or just enjoy it and sell it out into a Camry or something after?
You're leasing it. Are you crushing miles on it? Because the only way those things kind of preserve money is the mileage. It's all odometer on those cars. I mean, unfortunately, LT1's cool and I get it, but like, I mean, the Camaro's kind of trade. I've sold a lot of new body style Camaros, a lot. Like I've sold like 10 or 12 of them, even working at Mercedes and Caddy, BMW, etc. They turn. They're like Jeep Wranglers. Specifically, the Camaros around here. I don't know why. If you like driving it, have fun with it. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. They're just dangerous as shit. And the guys who buy them and sell them like in the second and third markets are nightmares. I just don't want to talk to some like Dale Earnhardt fan screamer that's telling me about like, you know, parts from Jegs and shit. I just don't care. But yeah, and the only way to keep those cars is you got to keep the mileage down on them. So I don't know. If you're just driving this as another commuter car, you could probably find something better. Thoughts on the Lexus RX from my parents? That was the last one? That was the last
not chat thing.
All right, yeah. Thoughts on the Lexus RX from my parents? Yeah, man, the new RX is nice. The new RX.
I think my mom has one.
The new?
Not like 2019?
No. The 23 is kind of fat.
Okay.
Toyota's coming. Lexus specifically, they're tired of getting their ass kicked. But their product line looking pretty good. I like the A-Spec MDX as well. Tell them to check that out. But the nice cars, that's the one to buy. Really nice downtrend on that car. And the GLE's too expensive, as long as the price point didn't go up too high on them. But yeah, they're pretty solid, reliable peeps. The RX is a nice piece, seriously.